You are standing in a quiet countryside setting at daybreak, and then you hear this familiar sound. It is the crow of a rooster. For most of us, it is simply nature's noisy alarm clock, a messy chorus welcoming the sun. But listen closely once again, you will realize it does not sound like a chorus at all. It sounds more like a QUE. One rooster begins to crow. A few seconds of silence. Then the second one answers. Only after that comes the third. If they all wake beneath the same dawn sky, why do they never crow at the same time? The truth is this: a morning in the chicken coop does not begin with sunlight. It begins with an order. Welcome to Everyday Things Explained. Today we will explore the secret behind a rooster's morning crow. The oldest alarm system in history. Before smartphones or alarm clocks, people once relied on nature to tell time. In ancient farming communities, the crow of a rooster announced that night was nearly over, that daylight was approaching, and that a new working day was about to begin. Roosters did not truly wake the sun, but to humans, they were like a living clock. At the very first crow, people knew it was time to light the stove, feed the animals, and prepare to head into the fields. For thousands of years, the rooster's crow was the sound of the rhythm of human life. Sunlight's century-long deception. The most common explanation sounds very simple. Roosters crow because the sun rises. It seems reasonable. The sky brightens. Animals wake up. The rooster sees the light and then announces the arrival of a new day. But there is a problem. Roosters often crow before sunrise, sometimes as much as 1 or 2 hours earlier. At that time, the sky is still dark. The sunlight has not yet appeared. So if light is the only cause, how do they know dawn is coming? In the year 2013, researchers at Nagoya University, Japan, carried out an intriguing experiment. They placed roosters in an environment with controlled lighting. At first, the roosters lived according to a cycle resembling day and night. 12 hours of light, followed by 12 hours of dim light. The result was not especially surprising. The roosters crowed before the laboratory's new day began. But then, the scientists kept them in continuously dim light. No dawn, no sunset, no clear signal. And yet, the roosters still crowed according to an almost fixed rhythm each day. This showed that crowing before dawn is not merely a response to light. It also comes from a mechanism inside the body itself. The biological machine that predicts dawn. That mechanism is called the circadian rhythm. Imagine that inside a rooster's body, there is an invisible clock. It needs no hour hand, no battery, and it does not hang on a wall. Yet it helps the body predict when morning is near. In other words, roosters do not wait for the sun to rise before reacting. Their bodies have already prepared in advance, as though they know dawn is on its way. Light still plays an important role. It helps align that biological clock with the natural cycle of day and night. But when the light does not change, the internal clock continues to run. What is fascinating is that humans also have a similar clock. That is why you often feel sleepy at a certain time, more alert during the day, and exhausted when your sleep schedule is disrupted. Living bodies do not work like an on and off switch. They work according to a rhythm. The unwritten law at 4 in the morning. By this point, we know that roosters crow before dawn because they have an internal clock. But the original question still remains. If many roosters all have clocks inside them, why do they not crow at the same time? The answer lies in the social life of chickens. Within a flock, there is always a hierarchy, commonly known as the pecking order. The rooster at the top has priority in many things: food, position, territory, and even the right to crow first. Put simply, A chicken coop is like a meeting room with an established speaking order. The dominant rooster usually crows first. Only after that do the lower-ranking roosters crow in turn. Not because they do not know how to crow. Not because they are still asleep. They are waiting for their proper turn. In nature, a rooster's crow is not merely a sound announcing daylight. It is also a declaration. I am here. This is my territory, and I have a place within this flock. The Coop Coup. The most interesting part is this. The first crower is not necessarily one fixed individual forever. That position belongs to whichever rooster currently stands at the top of the flock. When the dominant rooster disappears, the rooster ranked second quickly steps up to replace him. From the very next morning, he may become the one who crows first. This shows that the first crow does not depend only on which rooster wakes earliest. It depends on the right to speak. Inside a chicken coop, the sound that seems chaotic is actually ordered. There is one who begins. There are others who answer. There are pauses. And there is hierarchy. The hidden order behind the noise. So the next time you hear a rooster crow near daybreak, try listening in a different way. It is not merely an animal reacting to the sun. It is the result of an ancient biological clock, a hierarchical social system, and a territorial signal repeated across many generations. A rooster's crow does not only say that morning is coming. It also says that inside the chicken coop, one rooster has just been allowed to speak first. Thank you for watching Everyday Things Explained. See you in the next video.